Hello, it's Burgess Taylor, and it's time to plan for June. Filmed setting up the June welcome page. I don't know what happened to the photo. I filmed creating the log for June. Don't know what happened to the footage. There's quite a bit of footage that's missing, and I don't know what happened. So I'm putting together all that I have, and I'm going to do time lapse. And at the beginning, I'm going to talk a little, and then at the end, I'm going to talk a little. But most of the stuff in the middle, it's going to be time lapse. I'm excited about June. Got a lot of stuff going on in June. I haven't put it all down on paper yet, at least not in the bullet journal, anything. I have a notepad where I just kind of throw out ideas, so I'm still brainstorming some stuff for June. But I am excited about June. I hope y'all have a good one. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and you should check out my Patreon page if you haven't already, and the Journal with Burgess group on Facebook if you haven't already. Thanks, y'all.
Okay. Let's do it this way. That way I know exactly where the center is. Goals. And then tasks. There we go. Voila for that. So June, I know I need to these are just things I want, like my goal. Like I know I need to do this. So in both my Omni journal and my bullet journal, I drew and watercolored a mermaid ocean kind of theme. I'm preparing myself for July, I think it's July, which usually has Shark Week. I know that's when Sharknado comes out and stuff, but last year I drew sharks. When it was the anniversary of Jaws, I drew sharks every day on a journal page when it was Shark Week and stuff. So I wanted to do something different for June, and since it's the summertime, and I'm a water baby, I thought I'd do this. And they look different. One is a little more sassy, one's a little more curvy, but I drew the same mermaid. So, anyway, I'm going to start with the Omni Journal. I did different planning in them. In the Omni Journal, I've decided not to do a weekly setup anymore because I have the bullet journal and I also have the Erin Condren that somebody sent me for the house and the Hobonichis. So I don't really need to do the weekly setup in here. But I did my Welcome to June page, and then I did my calendar for June. So I'm set. I can list some goals, some tasks, put my stuff in here, and I'm good to go. I didn't put the end of May here because I still have May, even though I'll be starting Monday, which is the 29th of May. It'll be a full week, but I still have May's calendar in here. And the setup for May, which leads to right here, which is the 28th. So I'm okay with all of that. That was the last time I did a weekly in here, and I don't think I'm going to do any more weeklies. So here's June's setup for the Omni Journal. In the bullet journal, which is most of what I do for work stuff, anything that's YouTube related, that's Patreon related, that is Facebook groups, my website, that kind of stuff, all of this goes in here. Covered up some of my Patreon ideas. So here's June's log with the goals and the task and any notes that I may want to jot down. This will mostly have birthdays, holidays, and appointments. I have the moons over here to the side, so if anything comes up and there's an appointment, a birthday, an important date, anything like that, I'll be putting it over here. And then we have the weekly setup. So I went with the theme I did my own. I just like mermaids and ocean stuff. I like anything that's ocean related, but I love sharks, so I had to include the shark. And I really enjoyed doing this. I don't have anything else for this, and I had to do a lot of thinking about what I really wanted to do. I even did a little nerdy mermaid, which is glasses. Because this Scribbles That Matter is got a shiny surface, so it doesn't really do watercolor very well. You can see the rippling. The watercolor doesn't want to lie on the page the way it does in the Leuchtturm or the way it does on Tomoe River paper. This is very much like the Rhodia paper. I have washi tape on mine. So I kind of just wanted to, but I had to watercolor. I had to. For the last few days, I haven't really been doing, I've used the markers, but I haven't really been doing very much in the way of decoration except for with the markers and with washi tape. This is all markers because that's a tiny bit of watercolor over the marker because it just doesn't really want to take watercolor. I tried watercolor in the beginning and it didn't work very well. See, here's watercolor and it bled through really bad. So most of what I've done in here has been markers. All of this was done with markers. So, but I had to experiment and I had to try. So I'm really happy with how it turned out. I don't mind crinkly paper. It did bleed through a little, but I just did most of the bubbles and stuff where I had to bleed through. That's why I did the big circle right there. Same place that one, so I didn't have to worry about it. Didn't have a whole lot over here, just a little bit right there, but changing things up, kind of making things a little bit more fun and more freeing. So that's my setup for June. I hope you enjoy. I'll let you know how things are going and how I'm going to do with the Omni Journal without having a weekly setup in it, because I look at my work bullet journal every morning and I go through the day and I decide what I have to do and stuff like that. So it's really helpful to have things set up here. With the Omni Journal, I'll just mostly I journal and do commonplace journaling and do document my life, illustrate my day, and I do a little tiny bit of planning. Most of the planning that I do in there is more for reference from what's on here, and that's it. So, but I really do like having the calendar in the Omni Journal. I don't, and the log. I don't really like, yeah, I don't have to have the log, but I really do like having the calendar. That way I can kind of keep track of where I'm at and what I'm doing. So that's it, y'all. Thanks for watching. Bye.